September 29, 1941. Dear Margie. Just a line, dear, to let you know that I arrived here okay and to date. Like the boss, we are intense and will be for a week at least, although the permanent camp is going up pretty fast. I'll be glad when we get into them. The tents are pretty crowded and cold for this time of year. I am writing Len tonight and we'll see about our trip north. I hope everything goes smoothly. Here are the snaps, dear, you can show them to your dad, and I will pick them up when I am over again. Well, darling, this is about the shortest letter I've written you, I think, but there doesn't seem much to say just yet. Write soon, Margie. I love you. As ever. Roger XXXX. CO. HEPC Camp. St. Catharines. St. Catharines. October 4, 1941. Dear Margie. This letter will be a little late to wish you a happy birthday, dear. I hope you received the parcel okay and like it. It wasn't what I wanted, but had no choice as most of the stores were closed by the time I landed in town. I have heard you say how you would like one, so took a bet on that one. Well, darling, I arrived home quite late. The bus went into Hamilton and then on to St. Kitts. The other lads were in camp some time ahead of me. Was a little tired yesterday but feel hunky-dory tonight. I wish we were going to the old mill again tonight. I really enjoyed Saturday night. It's so seldom that I get dancing lately, it's a wonder you aren't suffering from sore feet. It was certainly nice working today. I was sent to drill holes in some wood braces for the big shovel. It was so nice outside, I hated to go back to the shop. It reminded me very much of northern weather, dear, with the sun shining brightly. I had almost forgotten what a nice day looked like. Received a letter from Mother, and apparently the doctors think it's her teeth as they are decaying internally. She has had a few removed and more to come out. I hope that is key to all the trouble. Joyce is home, so that will help. Gil is coming home sometime before Christmas and will be married then. Jack hopes to get home for the wedding. They hoped that I could get up, but the next wedding I go to will be my own. Well, Margie, guess I haven't much news to offer, but write soon, dear, and let me know whether you are making any arrangements for a weekend in Niagara. I love you, darling. As ever. Roger XXXX. St. Catharines. October 5, 1941. Dear Margie. Your letter received yesterday, dear, the first letter this week, although I picked up one from home after supper. Of course, your letter should come first as you are my first thought. I haven't had any word from Len regarding our weekend. I think he could at least write and say what is what. However, whether we go to Muskoka or not, I will be over Saturday morning, maybe Friday night, we will see, and I'll let you know if anything develops. I was surprised to hear about Barb and Peter, but can't say that I'm pleased, but guess there isn't anything anyone could do about it except wish them luck. I imagine it will be hard on your mother and your dad, but he won't show it. Gosh, darling, it's hard to write in here lying on a bunk. It's blowing and raining outside and the tent walls squeak and sway. The men are lying around smoking, talking, reading, or writing. I hope to work, but there is a shortage of material, so we just put in a very quiet Sunday. One thing it's nice here, that is the scenery. We are on the west side of a steep hill that is well wooded, and now that the leaves are changing color, it reminds me of Muskoka. So, when I get into the permanent camp, it won't be so bad. To date, we have the offices and the dining hall near completed, with about a half a dozen sleeping camps on the way. They built 2 sleeping camps about 6 feet apart, with a lean-to joining them at the back. This lean-to is the washroom and showers. There will be 16 men to each bunkhouse, so we won't be crowded. By Mother's letter, I learned that Eric K., Stan's brother, was electrocuted last week while working on a hydro pole line. He is the youngest boy. It must have been a shock to his mother, as Mr. K died less than a year ago. Some people really have tough luck. Well, sweetheart, I guess that's all the news for the present. We'll write you before the weekend, so until then, darling, I love you truly, wish I were with you today. As ever. Roger XXXX. Jean Shoes.